In this video, I show you how to fix this air compressor from BMW F11 under 40 pounds. But let me tell you a quick story, what happened and how I diagnosed that I have a problem with the air compressor. Once upon the time, I went to work. On the way to work, nearby my house, there are 3 speed bumps. First and second was fine, but third bump, I felt like those guys. So I came back home, and the next day I started diagnosing the issue. I unlocked my car, turned the ignition on, and then ran back and listened for any air leak, but nothing. The only thing that I heard was my compressor doing unusual noise.
Can anyone hear me? There's nothing here, sir.
My air compressor didn't supply any air. Because my air springs are brand new, then I know there is a problem with the air compressor. Usually, when it's problem with airlines or air springs, you can hear air leak. But if you got same problem like me, let me show you what to do. First thing what we have to do is to lift the car up. This seems to be easy, no? But it's actually not easy at all. And you will be struggling like I did. You will not be able to jack the car from there. What I managed to do is to lift the car by this arm and put 2 bricks underneath here, and then I was able to get the jack underneath and lift it up enough to be able to put 4 bricks underneath the tire. Not the easiest way how to jack the car, but now I've got enough space to work on the back and remove the air compressor. To remove the air compressor, I need to drop this plastic cover that is bolt on with 2 8mm bolt and fix on the bumper by 6 plastic fasteners. Then I got into this air compressor cover that is fixed by 4 10mm plastic nuts. Soon as I drop the cover, I can see the air compressor. After that, I have to disconnect electric wires, one on the bottom and one on the top. Following that, I disconnect air lines. When I know that I can drop the air compressor without damaging any electric wires or air lines, I can lose those 10mm nuts that fix the air compressor to the body of the car. Next on the list was to remove wire that is connected to solenoid and remove this air hose. And then is the compressor out, ready to get fixed. Air compressor is out, but now it's time to find out how much they will charge me in BMW.
Thank you for calling Sitting at BMW. For parts inquiries, please press 3. Sitting at bus.
Hello matey, my name is Miro. Would you be able to tell me how much is new air compressor for F11?
Right, so this will come in at £1,227.41, including the VAT.
So the whole unit on the back, it's £1,200.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, bye now.
Bye-bye.
£1,200 for this unit. I am in shock. What? Jesus, that's crazy. I know that this one is not original part, but you can have one for £140. That's crazy. Okay, let's go to fix it. And if this one is not fixable, I have to replace it, but I'm not paying £1,200 for the unit. That's crazy. Let's go into it. There is 5 things that can go wrong on this air compressor. You've got the motor on the bottom. That's less likely because these motors are really good. Then you've got piston that coming up and down right here. And this piston can snap, or the O-ring on the piston can split, or the piston itself can be corroded. Then you got the air tank or air dryer, because inside here it's drying the air that go into the suspensions. This one can be full of water and just need to get clean. Then we have valves here that they supply and release an air from the suspensions, and most likely my fault is in these valves. And last thing that can go wrong is this solenoid. I show you the solenoid in a couple seconds, because now we are going to have a look inside the compressor, what's wrong with my lovely unit. What I think it happened with my compressor is this one's gonna be full of water, just need to be dried out, and my piston gonna be corroded. I hope it's not the case. I hope it's the simple thing that I think it's wrong with this air compressor. First I have to undo is this air line that is connection between the air tank and valves. Following that, I remove 2 torque bolts that fix in the air tank to the motor. Then I am able to remove the air tank. Wow, piston look really good. No corrosion, and it's there. That's really good sign. This one is really good sign. Sometimes the ring right here splits or the piston is corroded, but my piston is really nice. So I guess there is no water in the system. But anyway, we will have a look inside. This is how the tank sits on the motor, and when you turn it around, there is the solenoid. This solenoid can go wrong, and this is one of the parts that I'm gonna change. 2 bolts to undo from the solenoid and then remove the solenoid. There we go. When you take apart the air tank, be careful because inside is a loaded spring. I'll turn it around and you can see this loaded spring here. Okay, so I've got some corrosion there. Then we remove this piece. Then is this filter here. And the filter is dry. Okay, let's get them out. Put them into cup. If you look inside, few of them stick there and they are wet. So I need to dry them. I got the heat gun out and let's get them a little bit of heat. And here you can see the color difference when they are dry and when they are a little bit wet. Now, can you see the difference in the color? This is how they look like when they are dry. So let's get them back in. There you go. Then the filter. Now they have to wait for me because we have to clean this one. Next I got to remove these 2 bolts. Now let's clean this. Paper towel, WD-40. Hop. I have done my best to clean these bits. It's looking much more better. Let's get them back home where they should sit. Like this. Like that. Then the bolts. I know it's not like brand new, but it's much better than it was before. Let's put this one back in there. Like that. Then I take the spring and I will try to load it back. I'll take this like that and load it back, which is gonna be tricky. This one is pretty tricky part of the whole process. That's it. And this is the 40-pound fix that I'm talking about. I've got a solenoid and I've got the valve bracket. This cost me £36 and you will have a link in the description down below so you can click on the link and buy them through that link. First, I will need a solenoid. This is the new solenoid and this is the old solenoid. You can see it's not that dirty, but this one can be faulty. I don't know if it's faulty, but can be faulty. There on the top, you've got this rubber O-ring, so don't forget to put the O-ring in there. Now, let's get this one back where it should be. Squeeze that in. It's nice and flush. Bolt back in. So new solenoid in a place. Now we go back to this unit. You have to press this brown circle inside. I'll show you here. This brown circle, you have to push it inside and then you can remove the hose. The airline hose, airline. Like that. Then I remove 2 bolts on the side. Like that. And then I can take the new bracket and stick it back there. Very simple and easy. Then I take the hose again and I squeeze the hose. I did squeeze that in. So like this. We will see if this one will leak. Then what I will do, I will take off these two bolts because I will not need them. I will use the old ones. This one could be like a spare ones. And I believe as well on the end of the bolt, you will have the small clip for the hoses. Now let's put the tank back on. But what I will do now, I will try to fix this hose in because it's gonna be much more easier. I will tie this bolt later. We've got the hose there, just tie this one later. Now I'm going to put this back on like that. Then the two bolts that go up here. This is tight enough. This is tight enough as well. Let's tie this bolt. That's done. Now we can go and try if the unit will be working. Let's see if all of this was worth it or no. Let's fix it on the car. Now let's connect some bits back like this. And this hose. Now let's get the air line back in. So red one is on the top and blue on the bottom. And blue right here. Did I ever tell you that it's very hard to work with one hand and film with the other one? It's quite difficult. Not too tight. Now the two plugs, one is going up here, from it there. If you can see it. Like this, click. And click. If this will not be working, I will be really disappointed. Let's see. Please work. Something's happening. The air compressor is going. Is the air going up? Yeah, it's going up. Yes. I fixed it. I fixed that under 40 quid. Come on. Look at that. Nice. And it's going beautifully up. Look at that. So if you are in a similar situation like me, try this method. It's worth it. Cost me only £40. Now what I have to do, tie all of the bolts, put the covers back in, but I don't have to show you how to do it because you already know. It's just in reverse order. And I have to go around the block and road test it. It's so happy. Yes. Now let's go for test drive. This side is a little bit higher than the other side, but it's because it was in the sky. So it's something on the dash. I can hear the pump. It's leveling me. Nice. Check control. Washer fluid, high beam. Okay. No fault whatsoever. And did level itself, and it looks like it's the same on the other side. Let's go over the speed bumps. This is the speed bumps. Yeah, that was nice. Okay. Okay. Then on this speed bump I got proper kick. BMW would charge me £1,200 and I managed to fix it for 40 quid just to replace in the solenoid and the valves. If you get that far in this video, I believe it was informative or interesting for you. And if you click on this video on the left hand side, you will watch how I replace air springs on my F11. If you like to help me, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's completely for free, and I will see you in next video. Thank you so much for watching.